Tanji here, leadership and mindset specialist for real estate principals, managers, and property leaders that really want to grow themselves, their people, and their business in the least amount of time. And this guy, I'm very proud to say, is not only a friend, but a great colleague who we've just done a 3-city series tour with Inspiring Greatness. It is Patrick Hill, the CEO of Realm. Hey, Patrick, how are you?
I'm really well. Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
My absolute pleasure. So we set the intention after Inspiring Greatness just to take a moment and go, what was that whirlwind we just did? And we entered a whole new realm, pardon the pun. So for those that are watching and don't actually know what Realm is, will you just take a few moments to share what is Realm?
Yeah, so Realm's really an industry-specific communications platform. It provides a wealth of information, training, updates, articles. It enables leaders to share both their brand and their information, their knowledge online. So there's a lot of social media sharing tools in there. And it provides really a great piece of wealth for an agent or a property manager or a leader to not only lead within their team, but also to share information across to their customer base.
And so what I love about Realm, so it's an app on your phone and it's completely free. And here's what it is for me. It's just a tool that saves you a lot of time because you can pre-program your curated content. So you can pick and choose what information you want about legislation, industry, market specific content down to a postcode. Is that right?
Yeah, so market stuff's right down to a suburb basis. So you can collate like 5 suburbs or you can just have 1 suburb.
And I will get, as an agent, if I want to know what's happening in my community from a sales or a listings perspective, I can just get push notifications from Realm that'll give me the latest, greatest information.
Yeah, so you could be sitting there having a coffee in the morning, 8 a.m, and your alerts come in. And really great agents are up to date and timely with their information. Great agents know what's going on in their local area. They can talk to it like an expert. And this takes all the heavy lifting out. You don't need to go to 3 portals. You don't need to go into a data analytics platform. You don't need to go into your CRM. You just get your data as you like it, curated the way you like it, about the things you want, with all the articles, with the news. On one single feed, takes 5 minutes to consume it. That's on average what people spend on the platform. They save themselves about an hour a day.
Wow.
Which I think is
easy. It's so easy. So the other good thing is you've also got contributors there. So not only have you got links with other industry partners who are sending out all this information, but you've got, you know, great coaches, trainers, and key leaders of influence from the industry who are, you know, sharing content around prospecting, listing, selling, mindset, leadership, communication, rapport. So that's also fantastic because you can just pick and choose and educate on your own time frame.
Yeah, you bet. And look, there's a lot of stuff in there that's multimedia rich as well. So you might be getting a piece of training advice from somebody in the States, and then you might have somebody in leadership like Tanji Jones in Australia, lo and behold. And it's video and it's articles and it's a whole lot of rich content that you can use. And you can pick and choose what resonates with you right here, right now, which is really great.
So what inspired the idea, Patrick? Why are you creating a new Realm?
Well, look, I think there's a lot of opportunity for agents and for the industry to develop their leadership and to develop their knowledge and become real professionals. And really, we started this platform in collaboration with John Cunningham and the P2P platform, Pathway to Professionalism. So that was really the intent, is to support not just the institutes, but just anybody who wants to be a leader in the industry, anybody who wants to lead from the front when it comes to being knowledgeable and having the most up-to-date information. And we supported, by default, all the trainers and content producers that are producing information for the industry that is important, that you do need to know about. And so we've got about 50 content producers now on the platform that hit your feed, and you can subscribe, as you say, from those content producers.
Yeah, so I missed the number. How many did you say? The sound just dropped out.
There's 50 now, and it's growing by about 4 a month. So that's great. And
boom, give us some of that.
That one? That's a virtual fist bump. I really like that.
All the time.
I've never done that before, so that's really lovely. It was the first time for me. Thank you.
It's always entering a new realm with Patrick Hill around. So Now, we did collaborate with you. I have to say, you guys are the jam when it comes to distributing really great content and making it easy for the industry, but you're just divine to work with. So just a shout out publicly to you and Sarah and the whole team in the back end that I've never worked with a more joyful, can-do, strategy build team than you guys. So for those watching going, oh, what is this about and how can I engage? You're going to be working with just great real people. And we did have you as a strategic partner across our 2-day Empowered Leadership Summit, Inspiring Greatness, that we've just finished in Adelaide, Melbourne and Sydney. And
which was fantastic, by the way. It was a pleasure to be a part of. It was so good.
Thank you, thank you. Well, it was a lot of fun. I think in the end, it's an intimate and immersive event. We had it was around 160 leaders across the 3 cities. Every single city had 100% of their training intentions fulfilled. Every single leader walked away with a clear 90-day strategy for success to implement, and we're really touched because the average rating across every city was exceeded expectations. So that doesn't happen by chance. It happens by choice because we have great partners like you and all of our other sponsors as well. But one thing that we did newly at Inspiring Greatness was the Realm chat room function. So can you tell, because the reason I love this is there's a lot of people in the industry that do a lot of training and events on a big like multi-franchise scale or a scale in their team. And for me, this is a no-brainer. This tool is a no-brainer for Arik, for momentum, for the big franchise, massive kickoff days. Tell us a bit about what the Realm chat room is and how you can use it.
Yeah, so we used it in 2 ways at your event, actually. We had the Realm chat room, and that was really cool because we could set up a private chat that sat around your private messaging function that enabled you to share content, share questions, and then we could use that to create better engagement throughout the event. And I thought that was really cool in the way in which that worked. And then post-event, they can continue to talk. So I had this learning, and I implemented this part of my 90-day plan. Lots of really good post-event engagement and content that comes across that. And now you have your training channel. It all connects back in as well. So it becomes this ecosystem of communication and that kind of stuff, which we really love building and creating for the industry. But the other part to it was the live polls. So we had this function where the polls could be produced, delivered to them as a push notification while the speech or the content was being presented, and then you could ask a live question. So, do you think this would affect you? Rank this presentation in this way, or do you have any ideas, or do you think it's A, B, C, or D? And then in a live poll up on the screen, what we can do now is present that poll as it's running. So if you had 1,000 people in the room, you're asking a live question in your presentation. You could have that engagement then presented up. Or if you're asking them to ask you questions, you could have that up in the presentation in the PowerPoint as well, and that creates that really great, rich engagement. Not just in the
a room of 1,000 people, right? So, and it's instant, like it literally goes boom to a phone, and then it's up on the screen, like it's an instant engagement. So there's not a big drag or wait time. And that particular function and the chat room function, you can go to another supplier and pay a lot of money for that particular functionality. So, it's such a great tool to use, definitely increases engagement, makes it more personable. And the other bit that I also love, Patrick, is at the end of the event producer like myself can get a printout of the question, of the content, so we can see what's really a point of interest for our guests and delegates.
Yeah, I mean, you could really import it back into your CRM, or you could put it into some workflow engine. You can use it in any number of ways, which is really cool. And then continue to engage them on the Realm platform because they're already there and they're already a part of your channel. So now you've got this group of people you can direct message to, push notifications, content, video, the whole lot, and then they can then share that back out to their team and network to invite them back into the platform. So that really works well for the industry.
Can the chat room also be like a group chat, be your daily kind of tool to communicate with the team?
Yeah, so it was based on WhatsApp. So the functionality you'll see in there is very WhatsApp-ish.
Yeah,
so you can create WhatsApp-ish. It's a real term, actually. It's a technical term.
It says so. Google search.
It's like a virtual fist bump by Tanja Jones, copyright 2018. No, but you can. So you can set up team groups. So we've got like head offices now that are setting up a group for property managers, for sales team, for principals, and they have their own direct messaging channels. And against them, they have their own private chat groups. So the entire group is chatting across it. But then within, let's say, the offices, let's say it's, Lang and Simmons in DY, they might have their own group, for example, and they might have one for sales and one for property management. So I think for the WhatsApp-ish, function, that's really good for bringing the team together and sharing real estate content.
Do you think it'll ever be opened up to the consumer where an agent can have a realm chat room with consumers to give them up-to-date information on auction results or OFI results or anything like that?
It's certainly possible, and it's a pivot that we've considered. We haven't quite got there yet, and I think it'd probably be valuable. I think that the consumers would appreciate it. I think there's a general technological move away from Facebook in a lot of ways for a lot of reasons. Some of it's the advertising, some of it's the confusion, some of it's that it's just got too much now.
Yeah.
I think young people are starting to move away from it as well a little bit because it's not really cool anymore because mum and dad are on it.
Yeah. And Snapchat and everything else. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think because Realm is specific to real estate, there's a certain value in having a niche market, utility and capability for real estate alone.
Yeah.
The data alerts that come in now are what's happened in the local area in the last day, week, month, quarter with trending and data, but it also has hot property alerts and other type of alerts. So if anything's coming in below the average for the last sort of 6 months, you get an alert on that as well. So it could very much be a tool that consumers could use. Absolutely.
So, work in progress at that stage. But, if you're watching this, there's a couple of applications. If you're a listing selling agent or a principal who's also still on the tools and you want to save a lot of time going, from this piece of information to this piece of information to that site, to that email, to that newsletter, you can just have it all come to your phone based on what you decide is important to you, your demographic, your client, and your postcode. So great for principals and agents, great for property managers and business development managers because you can get the same information but just from a property management perspective. Great, obviously, from a principal's perspective to keep on top of legislation and industry changes like Pathway to Professionalism. Great for service providers like myself who want to help people grow themselves and their business and their teams with insight and content and articles and videos and webinars. So if you're a coach, if you're a trainer, if you're a contributor and you want to reach an audience, you have a significant size of people on there now and growing every week. So it's a great opportunity to really be of service. Really, I love it because it's not heavy advertising, plug, sell. It's serve. That's the whole feeling that I get from it anyway.
Yeah.
And then you've got the group chat, internal group chat, and then you've got the poll and interactive element for events. There's like at least just 6 applications that you could use, and it's completely
free. It's free.
Good. It takes no time to get it on your phone and in your hand. So if you are a principal watching this, I highly encourage that you check it out on your phone and even put it on the agenda for your next team meeting and ask if your team are working with it. Is there a website, Patrick, where people can go and check out this whole new realm in property?
Yeah, so if you go to Property Realm, REALM, propertyrealm.com.au, and on there there's a download link on the front page. It works on Android and Apple phones. Yep. Free, just download it and set up your channels and you'll be all the more knowledgeable with less noise. That's the plan.
And way more time to be of service. So, Tim,
right.
It's awesome. So, Patrick, thank you for your support for Across Inspiring Greatness. Thank you for providing a platform for people like myself to be of service and contribute to the industry. And I just love the fact that you're saving people so much time and they can just reverse engineer content that matters most to them because, we know that the market is correcting. Sometimes people get into a bit of scarcity and mode. And so time is of the essence to continue serving and prospecting. So you've got a awesome value proposition there. So just really grateful, love the initiative, amazing team to engage with. So I just invite you, if you're listening, check out propertyrealm.com.au, download it today and curate your own content.
Thank you so much for having me. That was awesome.
Pleasure. Thanks, Patrick. Take care.
Have a great day. Bye.